I speak it though, I speak it though. What's on your mind, what's on your mind is deep though. I speak it though, we on the air, just take it there, I'ma take it there. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Yeah, I talk about it, but I'm real about it. I speak on it, but don't catch films about it. We can chop it up like it's nothing, baby.
What's going on, everybody? We are back here live here on the OT Radio Show, and man, oh man, do I got a good show for y'all today? Yes, I'm going to say it. We are going to start this off right. We got a very good show for y'all today. Today, we are bringing in recording artist, songwriter, and yes, she got hits like BBW, and I don't give a and she earned Best Female Artist in Ohio 2 years in a row, and now she's out in the A, giving y'all all that work. She giving you all that work. And today, y'all, we got J JIG Cicero join us here on the show. And I know half of y'all playing her stuff on TikTok. Half of y'all got some stuff going on Facebook. Got it going on Instagram. But I got her here live. She's going to chat it up with your boy OT. My producer said they are bringing her in, She's in stage live.
Yo.
What up with you?
What's popping?
Oh man, nothing. First, I appreciate you joining us here on the show.
I appreciate y'all having me.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that. So let's dive into it here. Who is J JIG Cicero? Who are you? Talk to me.
So J JIG Cicero is this multifaceted, music artist. I got a lot of things going on. I grew up in the church. I started singing in the church. So that's where my soul come from. People be like, I hear so much, soul, in your music. So I definitely got a love for church music. So grew up in the church. I started doing, playing in the school choirs. Singing in the school choirs, playing in the school plays. And so singing was my first love. I did not actually start rapping or trying to rap until I was 11, when I heard Missy Elliott, I Can't Stand the Rain, and so from that point on, I knew that I wanted to rap. But grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, was a troubled kid, got kicked out of most of the schools I went to. I went to Dayton, Ohio, did some time in Dayton, Ohio, not jail time, but, stayed with my grandmother for a bit, got kicked out of school and stuff there. Mm-hmm. But I did end up, graduating from an alternative school called ISIS Tech Prep, but all through there, music was there. You know what I'm saying? I always love music. You know what I'm saying? So, that I just got a very, very musical background. Wherever I went, music went.
Wow. All right, now I gotta ask this question, right? Because when we start talking about rapping and everything else, especially in high schools and all the schools, the cafeteria is where it's at. Let me ask you, how many people you didn't battle and how many wins you didn't took people out? You got to talk about it.
Hey, listen, so let me tell you, when I was in school, it wasn't so much of a battle thing. See, the battle thing wasn't my era, so to speak. When we was in school, we all just got together and was vibing, in the lunchroom. So my one dude, he'd be on the beats, his wrist would be red, blistered up, because he was good with the beats, with the pencils and the pens. Yeah. And you had all us singers in one group. Then I could do both. I could rap and sing. So everybody just put in their sauce where they can put it in. We just had a good time. It wasn't really about a battle thing. We just did our thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see. It don't even matter, because as long as y'all was vibing, that's what it was all about. You dig what I'm saying? Especially with the hands, you know what I mean? You gotta have that person with the good beat. You gotta have it with the good beat.
Oh, now. his whole wrist used to be blistered. I used to be like, man.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about your journey, right? You know what I mean? Because your journey went from Ohio the ATL. You know, you had your little, you know, your hiccups, ups and downs and stuff like that. Now you are in ATL, right? So give our listeners and people that's watching a little bit of visual of certain things that might have, you know, your transition from Ohio to Atlanta. How was it?
So my music, I started my musical journey in Cleveland. You know, like I said, I always was doing it. I always was doing it. But when like 2013, 2014, you know, I asked my homie Brooke, like, yo, can you help me with this? Like, I really want to, you know, take it seriously, because I never, you know, really stuck to it and took it seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew I was good and I knew I could do it, you know, but I never, you know, took it seriously. So, you know, we put a little, a mixtape together and we hit the streets with it. You know what I'm saying? We was out there in front of the liquor stores and the gas station 8 hours a day, you know, pitching the CD, you know, taking donations for the CD, posting up with all the fans and the supporters. I had a J JIG Cicero wrapped rendezvous with my face and stuff all over it. Like, we, you know what I'm saying, really, you know, made, you know, Ohio know who J JIG Cicero was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I just grinded. But I always wanted to move from Ohio to Atlanta. I always was attracted to Atlanta. I had visited Atlanta before, and I just liked the vibe. You know, I liked all the brown successful people. I love to look out and see all the brown successful people. So you know, Brooke and I were already planning to move here, and then right before we moved here, shout out to Jermaine Dupree. He had a so deaf women cipher. You know, he had said something on the show, and I replied to what he said in the video, because I've always been boisterous. I'm gonna say what I want to say. I'm gonna say what I got to say. You know, and you know, he ended up reposting the video, you know, and it just all turned into this big thing. You know, he ended up having the so deaf women cipher, and me and like other 4 girls, you know, they flew us out to New York, and we all performed at SOBs and this and the third. But like I said, I had already planned on coming here. Right. You know, so, you know, shortly after that happened, I moved here, you know, and I just picked up, we just packed a little whip up and we drove down here. All our stuff was hitting us in the head. We just, you know, we was like, come on, let's go.
Now, question. Now, how do you feel getting a lot of recognition in ATL? And then when you go back to Ohio, everybody like, yo, I know you can do it. You know what I mean? Like, how you feel?
It's, you know what? It's strange, because it's like, you hear some of the big artists talking about that, like, yeah, you know, I was right there in front of you for years, you know, and I've been had this talent, I've been good, you know, but it's like people tell the story of when certain people, you know, that got bigger clout than everybody stamp it, then everybody that you've been around for years be like, yo, I knew you was gonna make it, and I knew you was gonna do this. It's just weird. It's just like, I just can't believe people be really like that. Like,
it's the truth. It's the truth.
People don't even be studying you. They don't be studying you at all. And then as soon as you get to a certain point, they be like, yo, remember me? And I'm like, no, you know what I'm saying?
listen, I know that, because I had left from Philly and I moved to ATL, you know what I mean, to Georgia, and it was like, damn, you know, then when the radio thing blew up, they like, yo, you know what I mean, yo, I knew you could do that. Like, nah, bro, like, you wasn't even checking for me then. Like, nah,
yeah,
bro, we ain't doing that, man. We ain't doing that. But I appreciate the love, though. I definitely appreciate the love, but
exactly,
nah, bro, nah.
Yeah.
Like, so let's come up with this right here, because, you know, right now you got 2 songs right now that's buzzing all through the whole social media platform, right? One, giving a shout out to all the big girls. Love y'all.
Shout out to all my fellow BBWs out there.
Yes. And I ain't even going to sugarcoat it, right? So, you know, when you was talking about it, right, I was like, yo, she's saying everything that's right. Like, everybody be fronting, but y'all know y'all be having them, right? All day. All day, right? So then all of a sudden now you got I don't give a right, and you got the shirt on now. So
Yeah.
let's talk about that. Let's talk. What was the concept behind that? The BBW first. Shout out to all our big girls out there. We love y'all. Definitely shout out
So,
to y'all.
well,
Let's
I
talk
have
about it.
always been a plus size woman. Like
Mm-hmm.
I was a chubby kid, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
and I've always been a plus size woman. And I just being a plus size woman, I have been inside of the I like you, but let's just keep it on the low because I don't want to let my friends know because it's just like some type of taboo or something,
Uh-huh,
to
uh-huh.
be, to be with a plus size woman or whatever. But for real, it's society. Society, says that you have to look this way in order to be beautiful. And if you are not this size, or if you are not this color, and if your hair is not this long, you're all
Facts.
these things. And so
Facts.
I made a song about it. I made a song about it, like, because like I said, because I have been a plus size woman, I know, how people be, and
Mm-hmm.
so that's why I had that storyline of it, to where the guy is like, I rock with you a lot, but we gonna keep it on the low. And the girl like,
Mm-hmm.
please, you ain't about to have me on freeze because you trying to be like, you know what I'm saying? So they going back and forth, but that's a real life situation. Like, that's how it really, really goes.
Facts. 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 But now I gotta say now, y'all hitting. All of them hitting. All of them hitting. You know what I mean? And I won't keep it a buck. All of them hit. Listen, I love y'all, and they know I do. You know what I mean? But they
Hey,
all hitting. You feel me? Like,
for
hey.
sure. For sure.
So now let's get into the song that is definitely buzzing, buzzing. The
Oh
I
yeah.
don't give a. How did that come about? Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I was see that song for everybody,
Yes.
everybody. That song
Yeah.
is for everybody.
For sure.
And
For sure.
shit, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, I think you heard me listening to it before I even started. Like, yo, this is what we doing. Like, I don't give a fuck, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. For
so
sure. For
so
sure.
tell me, how did that concept come about? And let's go through the whole transition of, what I mean, far as the beat, how did you come up with the beat? Who made the beat, and the lyrics and everything? Like, how did that all come about?
Okay. So what happened was, um, and I have told this story a million times because everybody be wanting to know, like, how did you come up with that? But first of all, that have been my attitude for a very, very, very long time. Like I said, being a plus size chick, saying being on a darker skin tone, being a little rough around the edges. Like, people is always, telling me that I'm too this, or I'm not enough this, or I weigh too much, or you know what I'm saying. So I had to develop, that IDGAF attitude quickly, you know what I'm saying, to go ahead, in life. But what happened was, I ended up doing a rap challenge. It was another female rapper, and she was having a rap challenge, and everybody was tagging me on this challenge, like, do this challenge, do the challenge. So I did a challenge, and so she ended up putting me on her page, and then me and this other girl end up being the last two, that she was picking from. Everybody, I mean, when you look at the choices, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or nothing, but I'm gonna go ahead and blow it. It was a landslide. You know what I'm saying? It was a landslide. Like,
talk
yeah,
it,
it wasn't.
talk it, talk
Yeah,
that shit.
it wasn't no ifs, ands, buts about it, of
Right.
who won the challenge. But
Mm-hmm.
the rapper ended up picking the other girl, you know.
Mm.
And so everybody knew why, and everybody knew what it was. People was just like, she just ain't want to pick you because you a better rapper than her and the girl, and that's messed up. She should have picked a better person, and because it was $1,500 up for grabs. You know what I'm saying? And my fans and my supporters really wanted me to get that $1,500 or whatever. And so it was months had went past, and one of my supporters got in my DM still talking about that thing. I had let it go. I was gone, moved on to something else. She like,
Wow.
something. And so I told her, I was like, listen, I don't give a fuck about none of these hoes. You know what I'm saying? And so when I was driving to the store, to get something. I don't even know what I was going to get, but I was driving to the store and it popped up in my head. I don't give a fuck about none of these hoes. Off top, let me make shit clear. And so I did a video while I was in the car, and I said that little line, and I asked my followers and supporters, like, do y'all think I should make this song? And they was like, hell yeah, you know. And so I wrote the song. I wrote the first verse and the hook before I even had the beat. And then once I had the hook in the first verse, I went and found the beat on BeatStars. I can't even remember what the producer name is, but I found the beat on BeatStars, talked to him for a little bit, you know, got the beat. He sent over the beat. I laid it down. I put it out. And I mean, the rest is history. Like it just went crazy on TikTok. Shout out to all the folks on TikTok. Like they was using the sound like crazy, and it just went nuts. It just went nuts.
Facts. Cause I'm gonna tell you, you ain't lying about that. Cause I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that.
Yeah, I think people really, really feel the song because, like you say, it's for everybody. I think everybody has felt like that, or everybody feels like that, because in life, no matter what road you take, you always got an op. You know, you always got somebody trying to stand in your way, telling you ain't good enough, telling you, you know, you're not deserving, or trying to make you quit, or trying to make you give up, or, you know, people on your job, you know what I'm saying, messing with you and stuff like that. And people be telling me, people every day hit me up like, yeah, I roll into work bumping this loud as hell. You know what I'm saying? I even got a video with a girl. She got on her Sonic uniform. I guess she work at Sonic. She spit the whole verse, you know what I'm saying, in her Sonic uniform. Like, so it's crazy.
Listen, I love it. So you gotta tell us what is your plans now? Because I know 2024 is coming upon us real fast. You know, what are you going to be doing for the rest of 2023? Are we going to hear any new hits? Are we going to see you performing anywhere? Like, you got to give us a little bit of details. What's going on?
So what I'm planning on doing, I want to come out with I'm working on a project. I don't want to say the name of the project, but I'm working on a project. And honestly, to be honest, where my focus is really at, I'm really focused on the bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm focused on the bag, because music is not the same as, you know, music is not the same it was 30, 40, 50 years ago, where, you know, labels are actually looking for artists to sign and develop them and stuff like that. Like labels and people are looking for people that's already thriving.
Yep.
You know, and so it takes money, it takes bread, you know, to get your stuff promoted in such a way, you know. But shout out to the social media though. Social media has done so much for my music, but I'm focused on the bag because I'm trying to dump bags on this music, because I know I got hits. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to, I want to put the music where it needs to be. I'm trying to I want to get in these rooms with who I need to be in these rooms with. And so I'm focused on the bag. Anybody on here, you know, that's seeing this, I do brand songs. I do brand songs for people. I do brand songs, podcasts, intros, voiceovers, features, ghost writing, whatever you need. You know
talk
what I'm
it,
saying?
talk it.
I do all that, but I really been focusing on the brand songs and the podcast intros, because, you know, I just love it. I just love to add to people's brand. I love when people come back and be like, yo, that brand song, you know, brought so much more awareness to my business, and I sold this much more, you know, merch, because I had the brand song popping or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So whatever you do, whatever business that you have, you know what I'm saying, come to me for the brand song. If you got a podcast, you know what I'm saying, a YouTube show, you know, that's what I'm doing. But that's what I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on building that bag so I can get J JIG Cicero in the brand, you know, more views.
Hey, listen, I understand because it's all about the brand, right? So you got to make sure that your brand is good, right? So
For sure.
Definitely shout out to that right there, because, you know, a lot of people don't understand, like, this podcast world and the show world and voiceovers, like, they make that bag.
Oh yeah.
They make that bag.
Oh yeah.
You know, and people really don't know that, but they make that bag. So
oh yeah,
you are on the right track.
Oh yeah, because, and like I try to tell to my fans and my supporters, yo, and this is for anybody who you know, likes a independent artist, or you think an independent artist is good, listen, when you see that they have services that you can take advantage of, buy them. When you see that they have merch that they dropping, I got the IDGAF gear, I got IDGAF shirts, leggings, hats, teach all type of stuff. When you see us dropping merch, buy it, because the music in itself is not getting us the bag. If you check the streaming sites, like, yeah, you could say, yeah, the streams is up, but the numbers on the streams is so bad for artists. It's like we don't even get a whole cent for a stream. They sit up there. They don't even give us 1 cent. You know what I'm saying, for a stream.
Yep.
That is terrible. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever wonder, well, I wonder why this, you know, this artist is not she got hella streams, and that it don't matter. You know how many streams it's gonna take for a person to get $1 million, and they ain't even giving you a whole cent.
Yeah, talk it.
You know what I'm saying? So buy y'all people's stuff. If y'all see, you know, y'all entrepreneurs that y'all like and y'all artists, buy their t-shirts, buy their merch, buy their services, because that's how they gonna make it through.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, because everything costs, right? So if y'all love them, if y'all love them, love her, y'all love the brand, then you gotta definitely support the brand, because all this stuff costs. Everything costs. So you know what I mean? You know, y'all make sure y'all check her out, because she do got some stuff though. Y'all better check it out, because she got some hits. She got some hits. And y'all probably heard some of those hits up in the little, you know what I mean, them stadiums and stuff like that. You know, movies too. Just to go ahead and put that out there.
For sure.
You know, so she got it. She got it. So she ain't playing. She dead serious about that. So, all right. Now, let's talk. Now, you from Ohio.
Yes.
Moved to ATL.
Yeah.
Give our peoples out there some things that, just in case they want to go to Ohio, give us some good food spots. Because people be playing games, right? You know what I mean? Like, you know, like when people come to Philly, you know, the first thing they say, oh, go to Geno's Steaks. It's trash. It's trash. It's trash. I'm just going to go. It's trash. You know what I mean? Tony Luke, trash. You know, that's that. Listen, trash. You know, so you got to talk to the people who actually really live there and don't see it on the space of social media and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So you got to give us some good spots out there in Ohio, just in case if someone want to come visit in certain areas, a spot that you would say, yo, this is where you would get something good from.
Okay, so now I went back home. This summer.
Okay.
And one of my favorite seafood spots, I ain't gonna even say their name because I was so embarrassed of how they done went down. They was just so trash. I went in there. We spent about $67 because you know seafood costs.
Yeah.
That food was garbage. I was like, oh my God. Garbage. I could not believe it. I was like, bro, what has happened to you guys? But I must say that Cleveland is famous for the Polish boy.
Okay.
If you want a good Polish boy, go to Open Pit.
Okay. There y'all go. Open Pit, y'all. Open Pit.
If you want a good Polish boy with the fries and the slaw, go to Open Pit.
Okay. Now you're in ATL. You've been there for over 3 years. We're gonna see you've been over there over 3 years, right? Now I know some good spots. You know, I don't eat seafood, but you know it's always juicy crabs and all that good stuff. You know, that's what everybody be saying. You know what I mean? Which is true. All right. Tell me the first spot you went to when you moved to Atlanta. What was the first spot you went to?
Papa Do's. Banging. Banging. I can't cap. Banging. Banging. No cap. Yes. Papa Do's.
Yes.
Superb.
Yes. Talk it. Yes.
My dude Earn thing is from Cleveland too. But you know, he was down here. He had came down here to visit. He was like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna take you and Brooke out, you know. And so we went to the studio. You know, I had met Jazzy Faye that day. Shout out to Jazzy Faye. And you know, he like, we about to go to Papa Do's or whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. So we went to Papa Do's. We had the alligator bites bussing. I had never had alligator before. You know what I'm saying? It was bussing. You know what I'm saying? We had crab claws. Like he just ordered a big monstrous amount of food. He just was ordering stuff. We had the crab claws. He had some dirty rice. We was smashing so much. We was so full. Like we just kept eating stuff. But Papa Do's, bang. Papa Do's.
I feel you.
Yes.
You. That's a fact. That's a fact, y'all. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Can't lie about that. That's a fact. That's a fact.
For sure.
So all right. So now because you said shout out to Jazzy Faye. You done met Jermaine Dupri and everybody. How was it as far as the networking down there in Atlanta? How would you feel the network is good or bad in Atlanta for independent artists?
So this is what I'm gonna say. It's the same. It's the same everywhere. People be thinking, I'm gonna move to New York and I'm gonna get a big break. Or I'm gonna move to Atlanta and I'm gonna get a big break. Everywhere has the same stuff going on, and everybody makes money off the artist. Everybody makes money off the artist. So every place you go to, it's nobody. Like I said, it's not like back in the day where people were actually looking for good talent. Like people are looking to take your money. You know what I'm saying?
Talk it.
So you just have to be aware of what's going on. It's the showcases. You pay $85,000. To perform in front of other independent artists. Like it's everywhere. So what you really got to do is really peep out the scene and really get to the bag, because the bag is the only way you're going to be able to put yourself in the best position.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? The bag is the only way, and it's not even the only way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jehovah. Of course. Yeah. You might can be walking down the street and walk past somebody and be like, "Yo, I seen you on woo woo woo," and it might can happen like that. But if you are really independent, you really have to focus on the bags to even get in these rooms and get in these places where people are to help you. And then when you get to them, it's still the bag. I seen somebody was like, yeah, it take $250,000 to break a record. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you got. That's what I advise. I advise everybody to find a way, to make them some bread. Definitely do your social media. Stay up on ways to do content, because that's how I've got a lot of notoriety. Like my content, like I put out content, and it goes viral. People share it, and stuff like that. But then you have to, when you get the followers, you got to figure out how to turn the followers, into dollars. You got to figure. It's just a lot of stuff. You have to educate yourself, and it's millions of courses on YouTube. It's millions of people on YouTube. You just have to get educated. Got to get educated.
Definitely. All right, well, look, I definitely appreciate you joining me here on the show.
Sure.
Listen, you are now part of the family. So as we say all the time, what's going on, family? Welcome to the fam, cuz. So we here. So give everybody all your social media handles, websites, and everything else.
Okay, so if anybody want to get at me, you can follow me everywhere at J JIG Cicero. That's JJ IGCICERO. That's my Instagram. JJIGCICERO 11 on TikTok. And it's wherever, like if you Google me, if you put in J space JIG space CICERO, all of my stuff gonna come up. The streaming sites where you can stream me at, everything.
Say that again, because a lot of people don't understand that Google was said. That's when somebody is serious out there. So you gotta say, follow her. Check out, just type it in on Google and everything will pop up.
Everything will pop up. Just type me in on Google, whatever platform you want to follow me on. It'll all be right there for you in the line.
Well, listen, I definitely appreciate you joining us here on the show. Much love to you. Much love to all your success. You got to come back on. You got to come back on. Come holler at us. We here. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Make sure you follow us on social media. I'm following y'all. So we're going to keep in touch because I'm checking you out. I'll make sure them things be jumping so you know, hey, you know what I mean? Because you do got some good music. I ain't even going front. Like, you got some real good music. And you got some catchy ones too. So everybody better start catching on to that right there. So
For
listen,
sure.
you know, definitely appreciate you, cuz. So always join us here on the OT Radio Show. We definitely
For sure.
appreciate you. So I salute you. Keep doing your thing. I'll be in ATL anyway. I'll be in ATL like December, sometimes during the summertime, because I still got my baby still out there. So you know what I mean, my baby.
So you gotta hit me up, cuz.
Yo, I got you, cuz. I got you. When I slide through, cuz, I got you. I would definitely hit you up. All right. All right. Well, listen, definitely appreciate you again. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh man, we had a very good show today with you. So we starting it off right. You know what I mean? We definitely starting it off right. And once again, like I always tell people, we don't give about none of y'all. All right. So y'all make sure y'all check that off top all day. All right. I appreciate you, Jig. All right. Oh man, y'all, good show once again, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and follow on all social media. J JIG Cicero. Y'all gotta. Matter of fact, all you gotta do is just type in IDGAF and it'll pop up, especially on social media. Cause hey, listen, that shit it's jumping big time. Well, look, y'all, I love y'all. Y'all be good. I appreciate y'all for joining us here in the show. And you know, we got some other stuff bubbling. Y'all. Because I think next week we might make it a bad boy week. Yeah. You know, all them recording artists from Bad Boy, they might be joining your boy OT here on the show. So we picked some things together because you know I love my Total group. I love Total. So you know what I mean, I might get about two of them trying to get Pam and Kimmy to come on the show because Keisha be doing her thing. You know what I mean? But we're gonna try to get the other two to come join us here on the show next week to come holler at us because you know they got some things bubbling too. So you know. Your boy OT, we here. Make sure y'all go ahead and check out some of these other shows that we do be on, like Barbershop Talk. You know what I mean? We just got finished doing a show on mental health. Y'all could go ahead and check that out on social media, YouTube, you know what I mean, on the Speak on the Show with my man RW. Hey, listen, that show on Saturday, let me tell y'all something, and I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all, right? It was so intense, y'all, when we was talking about, because it was nothing but all brothers and we was talking about mental health, and it got so intense, y'all, like things started coming out that y'all might not even hear black men talk about. Real talk. Things that we be dealing with and stuff like that. So, oh yeah, and I can't forget our new sponsor. Yeah, he right this way. Hold up. Cam, they said this way. Right there. Yes, our new sponsor right there, Word Heard, is here. Yes, he's our new sponsor. We are here. Y'all see up top. Shout out to him. And we got some things bubbling too. So we're going to be all over. We are definitely going to be all over. So listen, y'all, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all take care. Enjoy your day. Make sure, like I always say, if someone asks you how you doing, you tell them I'm doing better than yesterday. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Be good. And we'll be back here live here in the OT Radio Show soon. Peace.